I know when I first started massage or learning about it, I used to get headaches every day. And so at no point in time did a doctor say, hey, why don't you try a massage or a chiropractic adjustment? They're like, oh, you can take some Tylenol or keep a record of it. If someone has a headache, say over their eye, it could be coming from somewhere in their neck. So when you press on those points, you might get what they call a referral pattern that you feel it just like you're having a headache. So it mimics that discomfort. So those are my favorite.
Welcome to the Informed Choice Podcast, where natural healing meets practical truth. I'm Eni, the Naija Goddess, and this is where we simplify holistic wellness so you can stop guessing and start healing. On today's show, we have Nikki Harris, a massage therapist who's been practicing since 2008. Over the years, she's worked in medical, spa, and sports settings, helping clients with everything from chronic pain and injury recovery to stress relief and relaxation. Her passion is supporting people and living with less pain and tension so that wellness carries into everyday life. Today, Nikki provides mobile massage therapy services customized throughout Charlotte and the surrounding area, bringing customized therapeutic sessions directly to her clients in their homes. Her mission is simple but powerful: to make bodywork accessible, convenient, and a true part of healthcare, not just a luxury. Hi, Nikki. How you doing?
Hi, Eni. I'm happy to be here. I'm doing great.
I'm so glad that you're here.
I'm glad that you're having me here. I can't wait to talk to you about all of these cool things.
Well, let's just go ahead and jump right in.
Okay.
So a lot of people think of massage as a luxury or a treat,
Mhm.
but you think it's a part of healthcare. Can you explain why?
Absolutely. I think massage is a great alternative to traditional medicine. I think it's also a great accompaniment to traditional medicine because it adds a different level of pain relief, pain management, and just stress reduction and management as well. It also helps to reduce healthcare costs in the form of reducing maybe medication costs for people. And so that gives people a little bit relief in their pockets, which is what matters in this day and age. So I feel like incorporating it more into an everyday lifestyle choice will help in the long term to hopefully reduce those medical costs overall and to keep people living in their most optimal condition.
That is awesome. So is there a difference between a medical or therapeutic massage and a relaxation massage? And do you think both of those massages do you think both of those types of massages are healthcare, or one's a luxury and one is healthcare?
I think it's all about intention. The intention of the receiver, the intention of the practitioner. I've worked in both settings. I've worked in the luxury spa setting. I've worked in clinical settings. And personally, I focus on my client. Whatever they want on that table, I'm going to give them. Regardless of what they book, they're going to get something from me. Of course, unless it's something like hot stones or something really specialized. My goal is to always be therapeutic, even if it means just doing a professional lotion application, which some people can only sustain.
Professional lotion application. What is that?
That's what I call it when people are just rubbing.
Oh, this like you're doing the salon, you get a pedicure.
That's right. They just rub, smack you on the foot, that kind of thing.
Hate those.
But some people, that is therapeutic for them because it gives them what they need to relax their mind, to just feel somebody touch them in
Yeah,
a positive way.
definitely doing that in therapy.
I like the elbow in my back. I want to feel it coming through the other side, but that's not everybody. So I just have to adjust to my client. So I think the setting is just the only thing that's different. So you can get a therapeutic massage in a beautiful spa-like atmosphere, or you can get a relaxation massage in a clinical atmosphere.
So does that mean relaxation is the little pat and the therapeutic is more intense? Like, what's the actual difference?
I think it's subjective.
Okay,
Still,
so there is no like clinical definition.
there is a definition for what relaxation or Swedish massage is. It's those long, broad strokes that are not specific to a certain muscle. You're not really trying to dig in deep or
Okay.
try to find those really tender points or problem areas. You're just giving a general relaxation
Okay.
service.
Okay,
hmm
that's interesting. So why do you think this idea of massage as self-care has been like hanging around for so long?
I think it's just the way it's been promoted to us throughout the years. It's been promoted as a luxury, exclusive kind of experience. You get it when you're on vacation. You get it when you're on a cruise. You get it when you're taking a cabin retreat somewhere. You're
Yeah.
getting all of these indulgent things. It's not presented to us as a healthcare service. I know when I first started massage or learning about it, I used to get headaches every day. And so at no point in time did a doctor say, "Hey, why don't you try a massage or a chiropractic adjustment?" They were like, "Oh, you can take some Tylenol and keep a record of it." All unhelpful things, right? So when I found out about massage and when I went to school for it and we started learning about how it affects our bodies and the things that it can wreak havoc upon, we started working on those problem areas. And within maybe a few weeks, my headaches went away. So I was sold at that point because I was like, you mean to tell me I was suffering this whole
How
time?
many years or months or?
It was a year-long program and we would get
No.
massage.
How long were you suffering the migraines?
Oh, it was probably it had to at least be several months to a year where it was consistent.
Okay.
And they weren't migraines, they were just tension headaches, but
Okay.
still just annoyances. And to know that this was there in the background and nobody offered it up, I was just shocked. And from that point on, I made a goal that everybody should experience this and I wanted to be the best at it.
So what are some common misconceptions you hear from clients or people in general about body work and if it can or can't work?
If it can or can't work, some people think that massage is one and done. So they'll come in or like, I have all of these issues going on that I've had for all of these years. This should fix me up, right?
Mm.
I'm like,
In one
oh,
session.
right. You know, that if I was that great, you know, the premium I could charge for that type of miracle service. But what I tell them is I liken it to a tune-up of a car. You know, your car you drive every day for the most part gets wear and tear. The same as your body, you use it every day. It goes through things every day. It goes through different stressors every day. And you can't just let it try to self-sustain. You have to keep it maintained. The same way you do your car. You take it in for oil changes, you rotate the tires, you wash it, you clean it. Same with your body. You got to take care of it from the inside out so that it can perform at its best.
So what would regular body work look like? What's the cadence? Is it by the person or what's the ideal cadence for body work?
For me, I would love to have one every day.
Oh, oh, she's
Every
speaking my
day.
language.
If I could have one every day, the life that I would be living, even with all the stress, would be amazing. Because I remember what it was like when I was in school and we were getting massage once a week for a year. I felt incredible.
I bet you did.
So I was like, that's the best my body has felt. And so to give people that gift, if I could,
Mm.
that's what I would want to do. So it really just depends on your finances and your availability.
So how does body work support circulation and stress relief?
So it does that by tapping into that parasympathetic nervous system.
Yes.
So it goes and it activates that vagus nerve so you can rest. It gives your time that rest and digest phase.
Yes.
So it calms the stress hormones down. It calms down your breathing. You know, it helps lower your blood pressure. So it helps to just counteract all of those stressors. So with the circulatory part of it, you know, you're affecting the skin. Now, while the research that goes behind that is a little limited as how to quantify or measure how much it affects circulation, we know that it does because of services like lymphatic drainage.
Yes.
You've seen the proof of those. You see those videos where
Yes.
people might be a little swollen or retaining fluid, and those massage strokes and those actions can help facilitate those liquids and those things out of there, out of the body, and get it flushed throughout your system. So I think it is very beneficial in those ways because we are all inflamed and carrying a lot more than we know.
What does the role of touch in the nervous system play in long-term wellness, you think?
I think it has a very positive effect because I just think about the times when the COVID was going on, and I heard a lot of people on social media talk about touch deprivation. And
Touch deprivation.
and how it affects your mental state when you don't have that positive touch, when you're socially distancing, when you are absent from that connection with people.
Mm.
It plays a part in your mental. And I really didn't think about that until that time where you couldn't be close to people or touch people, how much that means to someone, to just be like, okay, a hug, even an embrace. I think it goes a long way, even with the elderly. I used to work in a retirement community because I love old people. And so I noticed that those who were a little bit more cognitively present and could, keep their social contacts and who had family visiting and who were able to move around and touch people and, hug and embrace, they were more lively.
I'm sure they were helpful.
Their disposition was better,
Absolutely.
their quality of life was great versus those who didn't have that, who were more secluded, whose family didn't come around, whose friends may have been passing away, and who wasn't getting that attention. You could tell that their demeanor alone was lower. They were a little bit more depressed,
Yeah.
and it just makes a huge difference. So whenever I would go there and massage them, they would get excited and happy because for one, they're gonna feel great, right? For two, they can talk for a little bit because the elderly have cool stories. But I say all that to say that it goes beyond them. It's for everyone. Everyone needs that positive touch. Everyone needs that loving reassurance in that way to make you know that, okay, I'm here, I see you, you're present. So that's what I love about it.
That is, yeah, I love that you did that. I love that you did that. Okay, for someone that's on a budget, what are some ways that they could prioritize body work in the same way they would prioritize going to see the doctor or getting labs?
You would just have to find something that works for you. A lot of people might use Groupon as a way to manage that, to budget for it. You can also tap in if you have an HSA or an FSA.
Okay.
You can ask and see if you have coverage that would provide you or allow you to get massage services because some of them do allow that and will cover that.
All right. How do you see body work fitting alongside other holistic approaches like food, herbs, movement? What are your thoughts on that?
I think they go synergistically with them because I feel like it is a holistic approach to it. It's not just a one thing does everything. So the body work part of it, the massage definitely helps to foster good health, but nutrition plays a part in that because you can get all the body work you want, but if you're not eating right, you're inflamed. You're feeling stagnant, you're feeling heavy, and that's not going to be conducive to a lifestyle of pleasantness. And so with movement, movement is key too because that also helps with flushing out your system.
Yes.
It also helps with getting that lymph moving as well.
Yes.
So that can help also reduce that stress because even in my experience, I always test things out on myself. So I'm like, okay, let me see if I can move more throughout the day and how that makes me feel. Does it reduce my bloatiness? Does it make me feel a little bit more free in my body? In addition to the massage work, to the chiropractor, to eating healthy, to trying to hydrate. All of those things are going to just build upon the other to make you stronger.
I love that you said that. And just for our listeners, the lymphatic system is basically the garbage can of the body, and it does like the blood flow. We have the heartbeat's going to push the blood through, but for our lymphatic drainage, you have to move. There's no heartbeat to push that out. So if you're stagnant all day, or you're very sedentary, or have a desk job and you don't move a lot, it can get stagnated. So you
Hmm.
want to make sure that you're moving, and so the body work's going to definitely help with that lymphatic flow to get things out. But constant movement
Yep,
or intentional movement, eating well, hydrating, herbs are gonna help with that lymphatic drainage.
absolutely.
Yeah, so that's super important.
Absolutely.
So if someone's never experienced bodywork before, or because they thought it was a luxury or something like frou-frou, what do you think would be like the first step into doing that?
I would say research because all massage is not created equal, unfortunately.
Tell the people.
Just like with most other things.
Tell the
But
people.
it's not always created equal. You won't have the same experience with different practitioners. So I always read reviews because I've had a lot of trial and a lot of error with trying to find my own massage therapist. So I read reviews, I look at the services they offer, I look at how long they've been doing the work, and then I just try to see if it feels like a good fit. When I talk to them, I will interview them before I give them my business and just ask them questions about just so I can gauge what their passion is like. Because if you're just kind of like, well, I'll just do it, you can just come in, then I know it's going to be less than what I desire. So I rather not waste our time.
Well, with that, and maybe speaking from a little bit personal experience, What are the types of massages to ask for? Because I typically go in asking for a deep tissue, and only a few people actually do that. Because I like it where it basically almost hurts, and I'm still getting this little, and I'm like, I swore I said deep tissue. Like I said, please don't talk to me. Please make sure it's warm in the room and deep tissue.
And they're like,
Why am I so cold
and why am I getting more stressed out lying
why
here?
I'm stressed? This does not feel good. And another aside, my husband, who typically used to do relaxation massage, we're gonna call it the little nothing kind
A
of
lotion application?
lotion application massages. I asked for a deep tissue. We did a couples massage. I asked for a deep tissue. He didn't tell me he never had one before or didn't know what it was.
Oh.
He came out, his eyes were just big as this, like, what in the world?
Set him up.
Because normally when we were doing the massages separately, he would go, and I thought we were wasting money because immediately he was falling asleep. Like he would just be knocked out. I'm like, you have no idea what this person did. But on that deep tissue, he was definitely wide awake. But he liked it after that because you can feel the results days afterwards. That's why I like it. So, what as a novice person, what should I request to make sure that they're actually going to do a deep tissue versus a Swedish thing? And like, what are all the different types and what are they? Like, can you break those down the best way you can?
Unfortunately,
Uh-oh.
even when you ask for something specific like that, it still will depend on the practitioner's capability.
Okay. That
It
part's
goes
good
back
know.
to all of them aren't created equal because, again, I've had those same experiences where I'm like, okay, yes, I want this. I want some sports massage or some deep tissue. And they're just like, and I'm like, are you doing it? And they're like, how's the pressure? I'm like, there is none. So,
And
now,
what's a tip on that? Because some of them are so nice and they're not doing it hard enough, and I feel bad, even though I'm paying a lot of money. Sometimes I used to just feel really bad, like because I could just tell she doesn't have it in her to do any better.
yeah.
So I didn't want to tell her like this is not it, and I'm just like let this time tick out because she just didn't have the cape like. So are there some tips on that? One and two, can you tell us what are the different types of massages if the practitioner was doing it? If they were doing a deep tissue, if they were doing a Swedish, I don't even know all the types, but what are the different types and what do they mean?
There are so many different modalities
Okay.
of massage. Now, I'll tell you what I have done. I don't recommend that everybody do this, but my experience has been where if I've had a massage that was not giving me what I wanted after repeated requests for it, then I'm going to just stop it.
Oh,
Because again, these are my dollars
yeah.
that I am using. And if I'm not getting what I want, I'm not going to suffer through it. So
Okay.
in one session in particular, there was a young lady and she was giving it her all. I could tell. And it just still was not doing what I needed it to do. But I was referred to her. Like someone at the company was like, oh, she does great deep tissue. And she might for someone else who needs a little bit less than what I needed. But I had to stop her. I said, hey, ma'am,
I have very dense muscle fibers.
I just need some help. And I'm getting more stressed and tense while
you
I'm
said
lying
that?
here. I didn't tell her that, but that's what I was thinking. What I told her was that, hey, ma'am, I'm going to have to stop the massage right here. I appreciate what you were trying to do, but this is not giving me what I needed this time.
Wow.
So I got
I like the
hooked
honesty.
and I left and
What did she
got my
say?
money back. She was just like, oh, I'm sorry. I was like, I'm not trying to make you feel bad, but I just need you to know that this was not what I needed. And so I let the manager know too that she was great and that she
For
did
somebody
have a good
else.
touch, but it just wasn't meeting my expectations for what I needed for my session. So I do encourage you to speak up and just ask for what you want. I usually ask my clients if they need more or less pressure, but that's only because I can give it or take it away. But still, speak up, just ask for more pressure if you want it, ask for, any adjustments that you need. Don't be afraid to do that.
I think that's very sound advice that I wish I had taken many times. I guess I felt bad for the person, even though I'm spending my money and my time, and I knew that they couldn't do any better than they were doing, and I just said, "I'm just gonna lay here."
Now I've done that too. I've tried to stick it out and it was terrible. I was just laying there the whole time miserable, wanting to leave, but again, just do your research because they might be good for somebody, but they might not be good for everybody.
Okay. And can you touch on the different modalities of?
Yes. So there is Swedish, there is deep tissue, there's sports massage, prenatal, neuromuscular, there's Thai massage, there is acupuncture, there is Ashiatsu Oriental Bar Therapy, which I used to do, which is where you do the strokes with your feet and you have these parallel bars that you hang on to balance yourself.
Oh,
Yeah, there is massage with the stretching component of it, and there's bamboo fusion massage, hot stone. There's so many variations and varieties.
I love that. I didn't know that was a thing.
There are that's not even all of them, but there are so many methods and techniques, and
Are there like a top 3 in the United States that are
it's probably Swedish deep tissue sports massage.
okay, what's the difference between those 3?
The Swedish is the relaxation massage, which is just the broad strokes that feel, nice for some people if you just want that.
Okay, so
I will
not to
usually
ask for that.
yeah,
Okay.
I will usually blend it in with my deep tissue because I want to be nice a little bit to the muscles. So I blend it in and be a little nice and then, work on it and then be a little nice so
Okay, I
that the
like
muscles like me.
yeah.
So a good balance of that.
Okay.
The deep tissue is just really trying to get into those deeper muscle layers to try to affect change in those tighter areas, those areas that have more adhesions and more
Yes.
restrictions. It shouldn't be terribly painful, but it should be tolerable discomfort.
Yeah.
If you feel like you're gonna come off the table and, smack someone, you should probably tell them to stop. But otherwise, if it just feels like, "Oh, man, I can really feel that, that's tender," that's fine.
Yeah.
Mhm. And
Like
then the sports
uncomfortable.
massage is usually more specialized and specific to whatever the athlete is needing. So if
Okay.
somebody is playing golf, for instance, I worked at a US Open one year,
Mhm.
and so I would work on their forearms a lot, their hips, because they're doing a lot of rotation. They're getting, that tennis elbow motion. So just those are more specialized types of massage and body work to address certain areas to optimize performance.
I love it. Okay, so I'm gonna do a rapid fire questions
Ooh.
with you that you didn't get.
Okay,
So
let me take a sip so I can you ready?
rapid fire. Um, one body part people hold the most tension in.
Shoulders.
Yeah, that's me. Best time of day to book a massage for maximum benefit.
Any time of day.
Yeah. Yeah. Most underrated benefit of body work.
The mental peace that you get from it.
Yeah, that's true.
Man,
That's true. What's one sign your body's overdue for a session?
everyday life. But really, no, just stress. That is one of the major causes of problems in our society anyway.
Yes.
So anytime you're feeling that, you probably need that.
Mm-hmm. I like that. Favorite modality or technique you love using?
I love using deep tissue techniques, stretching, trigger point work, which is basically targeting these hypersensitive knots in the body that can refer pain other places. So for instance, if someone has a headache, say over their eye, it could be coming from somewhere in their neck. So when you press on those points, you might get a what they call a referral pattern that you feel it just like you're having a headache. So it mimics that discomfort. So those are my favorite.
Okay. What's one daily self practice you recommend between sessions?
Oh man, stretching. So even if that's doing some type of yoga, I'll do the YouTube follow along videos that are like 10 or 20 minutes, maybe first thing in the morning, just to get my body some motion and to get everything relaxed and stretched out and feeling good.
Okay. Biggest myth about massage you'd like to bust right now?
Um, you don't have to get completely naked if you don't want to. I have definitely had some people who were disrobing at birth. So I've definitely done a full body massage with someone fully clothed before,
Oh, got
and
it.
that's their prerogative. It might not feel as great in my opinion, but If that's what they need to get the benefit, then I'm going to do it. So I will say that you don't have to disrobe completely if you don't want to.
Okay, or apparently not at all.
Not at all. You can be fully clothed, jacket, sweater, whatever you want.
Okay. Good to know. Oh, one thing you wish every new client knew before walking in the door.
That they're gonna get the best massage of their life.
One thing you wish every new client knew before walking in the door.
I wish they knew that the massage is for them, so they can dictate how it goes. They're paying their money, so they should be able to discuss or manage how it turns out.
And last, rapid fire question. If you had to describe massage in one word, what would it be?
Amazing.
Ooh, I think that's a great word. Okay, well, before we transition to our cooking and herbal spotlight segments, where can listeners learn more about you, your practice, and book sessions?
All right, so I am in the restructuring phase of my massage business right now. And so I right now provide mobile services, referral based services right now as I'm getting my booking site and everything structured and set up. But you can find me on social media. If you look me up on Instagram, I go by Noelle Nikki. And Noelle is spelled Noellenikki. And then on Facebook, it's Nikki N as in my first name, Harris. And that's where I'll be posting updates about all of those things. And you can reach out to me, send me a message, and let me know if you'd like to schedule.
And links will be below in the show notes. Okay, time to cook.
Let's eat.
We're going to start our herbal spotlight today, and our spotlight herb is turmeric. If you've never seen it before, because most people get it ground, and you can still do it ground, but it's a root vegetable, or a tuber, and it grows like ginger, essentially. But you see all that beta carotene in there? This is good stuff. It's anti-inflammatory. The main compound in that makes it anti-inflammatory is curcumin. And curcumin is boosted with black pepper so that it absorbs in the body much more. So this is something you want to take when you're having a body work, after you have a body work massage, to really extend those benefits. You want to have a meal that supports that. So we have the curcumin inside the turmeric um, for those properties. It also supports circulation and heart health. It does so many things. It's something you want to incorporate into. You can put it in tea and milk. You can do it you can juice it. I like to put it, buy the whole thing of turmeric and you can juice it. And then today's recipe, we're going to actually use fresh turmeric in a sauce that's going to go over our quick recovery bowl.
Oh,
So our quick recovery bowl we're doing today, I haven't made like an official name for you. Maybe you can come up with a name. But it's a quinoa bowl with roasted sweet potatoes, chickpeas, broccoli, and we have this citrus turmeric sauce that's going to put it all together. How's that sound? And this is great for post recovery and many other things. All right, so we get started. So Nikki here is my beautiful sous chef for today. So we're going to start off. I don't know how you feel about knife skills.
I think I'm good with it.
Good with a knife?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. We're going to go ahead and juice this lemon and this lime. The recipe link will be in the show notes provided. All right. So we're just taking the juice of one orange. This is just one organic navel orange. Oh, that was juicy. Just being a little stubborn, a little real stingy. Yeah.
Okay, give it up now.
There we go.
That was just a warm up one.
Apparently. There we go. We got something there.
Needs to hydrate a little more.
Just got these.
Well, the lemon's coming through.
Yeah, I'm using the orange press for the lemon. Has more leverage than switching over to the lemon one.
Yeah.
Okay.
There we go.
All right. Might be more lemon and orange flavor.
That's what you mean by juicy fruit.
There we go. I like that. Okay, so we have let me actually squeeze it. So, because there was just very Lordy, why are you gonna act up on camera?
You always be needing to perform.
Acting up. Yeah, it is just
Even if you
dry.
put your hands on it.
Oh, is this dry? Okay, that's not gonna work. It's gonna make a mess. Okay. It's gonna be more lemony. But at home, if I had another orange, I would use another orange, but I don't have it with me at the moment. So we're gonna move forward. So we have the juice of one orange, we have the juice of one lemon, and now we have a teaspoon of freshly ground turmeric.
Mm, look how beautiful
So
and
beautiful.
vibrant.
And that smell,
So good. That's how you know when it's earthy like that.
it's a very distinctive smell. All right, and then we're gonna use 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Now you wanna get the good stuff, the really good stuff, right? Where it should taste like olives. 1, 2. Make sure it's in a glass jar at a minimum. Okay. All right, we're gonna do a teaspoon of maple syrup. You can add more later if you think it needs it. Pinch of black pepper and salt. Okay. Okay. Crack of fresh black pepper. No, I didn't do it. There we go. Or maybe not. Okay. Then we're gonna have you give it a good stir.
Watch these stirring skills, everyone. We're here to impress.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I think we got him.
I'm a sous chef for real now, everyone.
She's doing something
Oh
special.
man, that swirl. It's all about the swirl.
All right, so now I'm going to taste and adjust for seasoning. Damn, that's good.
Okay, I did a good job.
Props to Nikki. Okay, that's great. Okay, so if you have followed me for a while, you know I've published a book, Nourished by Naija, which is a food prep book that's flexible food prep that fits your life and feeds your health. So a lot of these components are from what you do from a meal prep. I'm just showing you a way to put it together. That's great for a weeknight meal, or lunch, or whatever you want to do, or post body work.
That's right. Just like a post-workout meal, this is your post-body work meal.
There we go. So our base is quinoa, and I have here some tricolored quinoa. And as like I said, everything's been prepped, so I'm just kind of just warming it up in the pot. So maybe I won't put all this in there. Okay, so that's our base. Pouring all these sweet potatoes. And I toss that with some Ceylon cinnamon, which will help with any kind of blood sugar. To increase the protein as well, because quinoa is a complete source of protein, we're also adding some chickpeas. You can use canned chickpeas, or you can use the ones you've meal prepped from your Instant Pot. To increase our fiber, and also for our potassium and magnesium sources too, that's going to be in this dish as well. We're going to have some broccoli that's just been steamed. I'm just going to just give this a good mix around. This is very nutrient dense. And turn up the heat. As we turn up the heat, I'm going to fold in half an avocado, because this is a one pot meal. It'll be very full.
That looks delicious.
And then I'm going to pour our beautiful dressing. Oh yeah, this is delicious. I'm coming up with some good stuff now.
I mean, I'm telling you,
Surprised myself.
I was just ready to taste it.
Like, okay.
My
Yeah.
goodness. Look how beautiful.
It's colorful, it's healthy, it's filling, it's full of magnesium, potassium, protein, fiber, all the things that will help support circulation, relaxation, post-workout. Oh yeah, I'm just letting that warm through.
Mhm.
And then when I plate it for you, I'm gonna top it with some pumpkin seeds for an additional magnesium
Mm.
and crunch. So you have some textural contrast.
Sorry for the viewers at home that you can't smell and or taste this beautiful dish right now.
But you can click the link in the show notes and make your own.
That's right, make your own.
I've got the turmeric in there. I can smell it. Oh yeah, that's kind of working for me. All right, we're gonna plate and let Nikki get a taste and let her give us her honest opinion. All right, and then if she loves it, then she gets to take it home with her.
Thank you for this gift.
All right, so that's our dish.
Mmm.
All right, get you a utensil. Sorry.
All right, moment of truth, everyone. All right, let me get a full bite here because I love a complete bite of every single component. Okay, gotta use my thumb. No, there's nothing wrong with the sound. That was just me taking it all in because this is absolutely delicious. And I'm not just saying that because I'm supposed to, but it is actually very delicious. Everything has come together so harmoniously. I'm gonna, can I eat the rest of this on camera?
Yes, you may. What do you like about it? What stands out the most?
I can really taste the drizzle that you put over it. The lemon helps bring out the broccoli and the quinoa, and it adds a little zest to the sweet potato. The pumpkin seeds give it a nice soft crunch. It makes me think of fall actually
Yeah.
in a bowl. So this is perfect. And it's
What
just
about the
so,
turmeric
it is giving it just a nice earthy essence.
undertone?
Hmm. So it is beautifully balanced. The avocado I love. It adds some fat into there too. And it is just decadent and delicious. I can't talk anymore.
Well, Nikki, we're so grateful that you're on the show today and extend your expertise. And I know many people are going to want to sign up for your amazing services, including myself.
Which reminds me, Annie, we have a question for the hostess
Uh-oh.
this evening. So when was your last massage for yourself?
I
And
don't recall.
now, viewers, when you have an answer like that, that means that someone's been neglecting their health care that we've just talked about.
Guilty.
So let's encourage Annie to take care of herself.
Yes, ma'am.
She provided this wonderful meal, which if you make it home, you will understand exactly what I'm experiencing right now. And I hope that you do. But please take care of your body too, inside out. That's how it works. You got to feed the inside to be beautiful on the outside. So I'm going to continue eating.
Well, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you, everybody. And remember, heal naturally, live vibrantly.